This video is powered by the pros at Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric. Arkansas owned, Arkansas operated. GoPascal.com.
Mike Irwin joining us from Pig Trail Nation here on halftime on this Monday. You want to call it a Reaction Monday? Go ahead. There's a lot to react to from this past game against Missouri State. Mike, appreciate you coming on with us, as always. How are you doing today?
Doing really well.
All right. So a win is a win, right? You score more points than the opponent. It doesn't matter whatever happens. Is that an attitude I'm allowed to come away with from Saturday against Missouri State? I mean, you're down 17 in the first half and you win, but I guess we got some buts too.
Well, trap games are always there. They happen all the time, and you could always be A&M and not be able to come back from something like that. So, yes, it's better to say, whoa, it was closer than it should have been, but at least we won.
When did you realize Arkansas was in trouble? Was it the first turnover that was turned into a touchdown? Was it getting down 10, 17, or maybe trailing by 10 in the fourth quarter? When was it that you realized that, these Bears weren't going away?
Well, I think I had some questions on Arkansas's first offensive possession. I pretty much figured that Sam Pittman would try to run the ball right at those guys, do a bully ball, ground control game, keep Petrino's offense on the bench and all that with long drives. And I wanted to see how that went, because when you looked at their stats going into that game, and they hadn't played anybody like Arkansas, but they were giving up over twice as many yards through the air as on the ground, so that seemed to be the strength of their defense, and I wanted to see if Arkansas could do that. And what did we see? We saw Rocket Sanders for 3 yards, Rocket Sanders for 2 yards, incomplete pass, punt. And I was a little bit concerned about that, but then they came back with the long bomb and got all the way down to the goal line, and here comes that fumble. And it really sort of evolved into this strange first half in which I was tweeting out, where is their vertical passing game? Where is this stuff? Where's Matt Landers? Where are these guys? And Kendall Briles is the one that's getting roasted on social media for this, but I don't think it was him. I think it was Sam. I think you can listen to his comments and tell that. They came back. They threw the ball, went 80-whatever yards in 2 plays and got within 3 points, and he comes back out of the dressing room at halftime and tells Tara Talmadge that they got to run the ball more. So that tells you that was Sam Pittman's mentality. And they got into a bind again. They scored 3 points in the third quarter, ended up down 10 in the fourth, and then you go vary your offense some more and start throwing the ball some more, and boom, here you go again. So it was a little frustrating watching that. But on the flip side, if you can do that and still get away with a win, I guess it's okay.
Yeah, it looked like Arkansas I think the Missouri State defensive coordinator called a really good game at the start. You could see where they were coming off the edge in order to try to stop the run in a myriad of different ways, but also, early our offensive linemen were just not blocking as usual. KJ talked about a lot of MAs, so did Rocket Sanders, missed assignments on offense, and it sounds like that was a major reason why.
Well, this may sound like a silly comparison, but it's all I know to go on. In high school, I was an offensive lineman, 160-pound offensive lineman, and I hated it when we didn't throw the ball in games, because what you would see is the linebackers would creep up, and then here'd come the safeties, and the corners would squeeze in. And you'd come to the line of scrimmage, and you'd look up right before you went down in your stance, and all you saw was a mob of guys in front of you. And you knew what was going to happen. You might could move the guy out in front of you, but how are you going to move the guy behind him and the guy behind him? And that's sort of what I saw for a good portion of the game was, they could have blocked better, and I think they got to.
BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to wager on all your favorite sports, contests, and events with first-to-market odds and lines. Find reviews and news for every league, including Major League Baseball, NFL, NBA, NHL, combat sports, esports, and even golf. BetOnline continues to be the top online resource for all your sports information, from live in-game betting, props, and futures. Head to BetOnline today or use your mobile device to join today and make your first sports bet. Use our promo code BELIEVE50 to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. That's BELIEVE, BLEAV 50. That's BELIEVE, BLEAV Bet online, where the game starts.